Hi friends, it's raining so much, so I thought there's no better time to record this video about books than right now. My favorite time to read is on days that it rains. I grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and I just read away to grow both in my personal life and about marketing and business in general. Let's get started with the book review and see if any of these will help you change your life, because I know they truly have changed mine. So the very first one that I have been into was this one, the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, and I started reading this one last year and I still use a lot of the different things that I read on here, like the law of curiosity. And it mentions that curious people have more of a chance of growing because they're always willing to try something new. And I'll read something straight out of here. I continuously ask why. Curiosity is a primary catalyst for self-motivated learning. People who remain curious don't need to be encouraged to ask questions, to explore. They just do it all the time. If you're somebody who's very curious and you're always looking both in ways to grow your business, your personal life, and your career, you're always going to find new ways to motivate yourself. And even if it means changing and shifting from one gear where you're at to moving on to another, it just allows you to grow. A little bit more strategic on how you make changes so that you can make it more interesting for you and continue growing in your career. The next book, and this one completely changed the way I saw how I am running my business, and this one's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and I could not drop this book. So I started reading it just about a month ago. Found something amazing, that if you live your life purposely and you know what purpose and desire you want most in life, and it could be anything between your health or it could be monetary, the riches that you want in your life, the successes that you want to exhibit, all of that goes down to what is it that I truly want, and that way you can work towards it your entire life. So days in your 20s and years and you're working really hard, you're learning, and failure is just going to be a teacher of yours. You just keep going purposefully trying to achieve something. The book also says never to be afraid of risk, and more than anything, not to make excuses. It actually lists 55 different excuses that people make, and I was like, oops, guilty. There is so many of them that I just felt like, okay, those did connect in some way. We're all very capable of making excuses, and sometimes it's not the best thing to do, because you can't grow if you're not trying to work hard around all the things that you have to deal with. So even if you're a parent, how can I work around that? How can my partner and I work as a couple and as a partnership to try to also get all our financial and our career goals going, which is exactly what my husband and I do. Like right now, he's taking care of my little ones while I take care of this video. And I do the same for him when he's doing his schooling or his job. One amazing thing I read on here was about opportunity. Our freedom comes to an aid if you stop from engaging in a portion of effort necessary to carry on your business. So it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how much education you have. There's going to be opportunity and there's freedom for everybody to achieve. All it says is one has to have superior talent. So find what you're talented at. Training, and that training could be online, even watching this video, and experience. Life just gives you so many experiences, and that's why some of the most successful people in business and creating their own companies, such as Schultz, who built Starbucks, he did it at age 51. A lot of people achieve when they're in their 40s, in their 50s, because that is the time when you have majority of your growth due to experiences. And obviously there's a lot of opportunity to accumulate riches if you really focus on the aspects of talents that you have and one sole purpose that you're trying to reach. One other thing that I found amazing on this read was to decide quickly and firmly, which is one thing that I had issues with before. I would get very nervous about, is this the best decision? Is it too risky? Now I really think about it. I do give myself some time, sometimes even overnight, but I make that choice. I'm not gonna leave it for 2, 3, 4 years and then decide. I know exactly what I want now, and my husband and I know exactly what we want in 2 years, and that's what we're working towards. So decide quickly, but change your mind very slowly. Meaning that if you already made a decision and you want to change maybe your company's brand name, don't change it from one day to another. Give it time, so that way you know it is going to be the perfect fit. Is once you make that decision, there's an instinctual gut feeling that you have, and there's a reason for it. So just stick to it. The next book I'll share is How to Raise Kind Kids. So this is more of a personal read, and I really like this one. To me, it's very important that as I'm building my career, my business, and our income, that I'm also taking care of my children. And that's why this channel is about finding success while you also take care of your children. On this book, what was that it says, discuss with your children, and this is very relevant today. What can each of us do to try to show respect, self-restraint, open-mindedness, especially when we disagree with somebody? Whatever your children are going to model, so if you want to teach them, I want them to be respectful, successful, you model it for them. Obviously take them from any bad environment, but more than anything, you show your children what you expect. Because if you can't show them at home, it's going to be really difficult for them to demonstrate. And it can't just be talking about it, it has to be you showing it in your household as well. Another small quote from here is, let your children know you're just as proud of them for caring about contributing to their community as you are of their good grades. And this one is really important. It's about teaching your children. When we go on walks, my daughter gets really upset if there's a can of soda on the floor, because my husband taught her, you know what, we pick up anything that's on the floor and we don't litter. It's really important for our environment, it's important for us, and you just have to be a clean, good person so this world gets better. And those are the type of things that you want to show them, because you can tell them you have to have the best grades. But guess what? Sometimes kids are more talented in creativity and they might not have A's. But if you show them to show their kindness, to show how they built in the community, they'll be just as successful. And same for you. The more you demonstrate it, the more successful you'll be, because you're caring about everything else, not just you and not just your business. This other one, it's a mix of both. And I took off the cover, so I'm showing the side. But it's a blend of both personal, but also very business oriented. Hold On, But Don't Hold Still by Christina Cosmic. If you don't follow Christina Cosmic, she's amazing. Make sure that you do. She's really hilarious. And if you're a parent trying to navigate business in your career, she's amazing at sharing how she does it and how she went through a lot of negative before she found her voice and she found the path that she was supposed to be at. But she mentions how everything that she ever did in life, she knew that there was something coming that was for her, and she knew she wanted to help people, be the best mother, and always having that guilty feeling that a lot of us parents get. I know I always got it. I cannot be away from my children for too long without feeling a slight bit guilty, and I used to feel it so much more until I read her book and noticed how you have to do self-care in order to be successful and to be the best parent that you can be. Here's a part where she mentions, having children only amplifies my worry. I don't think there's been a day in my life as a mother that I haven't worried. I worry about big things, I worry about small stuff, and every single thing in between. Sometimes we have to let our children live, and sometimes we need to live ourselves too. So you have to know that you're doing the best job you can. Another thing that's awesome in this book is that it's pink, but besides that she mentions how she got to go on the opera show and that it wasn't a great fit for her. So sometimes what you think is supposed to be your main success in life isn't it. So keep exploring, keep following your passion, and know that if you're doing work that you truly love, work and play are going to start combining, and you're just going to really enjoy everything you're doing, just like I am. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope these 4 books bring you some insight. I will be linking them down below in case you want to purchase them. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see a lot more amazing videos and exciting opportunities to keep growing. The reason I'm really excited about my channel is because I don't see a lot of females that do finance and marketing online, and that's their main goal. And I do see a lot of males that have done it, so I want to be part of empowering all of you. And whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to be that person on the other side of the camera that is a woman with children and that is still doing the very best she can in the business field and in marketing. Another thing that you can do to connect is follow me, and you can follow my business account at Balderas Marketing or my personal at the Erika Balderas, depending on what type of connection you want to be. Thank you all so much for subscribing and for liking my video. Do comment down below if you have any other questions or anything that you want to see soon. And I hope to see you on the next video.